Ain't no love like a real love, but it goes so fast. All tied up like a captive. I'm on to you. Used to pit on my life, standing on rainbows, playing it cool. I don't felt this in ages, and I've no more patience. So won't you please stay a bit longer? You're making me stronger, making me stronger. Stay a bit longer. You're making me stronger, making me stronger. You're
Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. We got ourselves boop. Beautiful. Wait, no, not beautiful yet. We gotta change the low light settings because I don't need that. Look at that. Bam. Notice the difference? No difference. It changed the lighting just a little bit, but now it's a little smooth. That's all it does. Why is that even a setting? Like, what the fuck is that? Am I right? Come on, Blizzard. Fucking Blizzard, dude. Blizzard, fix my webcam. How you guys all doing, though? How you doing, boys? How you doing? Yo, is anybody sick of that? Is anybody sick of the whole Shadowlands stuff yet, or am I the only one who's still just fucking give me more? Am I the only one who's just like give me more? I need more. That wasn't enough. We still don't know what the leather looks like for Venter, which is one of the Mogs, the vampire dudes, right? The blood and Transylvania fucking Dracula shit. Yo, the Kyrian pieces, by the way, the fucking Kyrian set. Yo, can we just show you that? Look at that thing. Kyrian plate set looks dope. Cannot wait for the leather to be on the beta alpha so we can see how it fits every race. I wonder if Tauren will look funky in that one. Blizz, I believe. Oh fuck, I can't spell. Can you? Stream is live. And the first letter I didn't even capitalize. Yo, boys. So we got actually like a preview video that we can watch today. Apparently Blizzard put up a preview video for all of the things that happened this BlizzCon. I want to take a look at it all over again, dude. Let's just dive right back into a recap, right? Let's just fucking I can't let it go. It's a 3-minute recap video. You guys want to watch it together? I need more news. Give us more. I know, right? We're gonna take so fucking long before we can even see. It's gonna be so long. It's gonna be 8.3. I'm hoping 8.3 is a dope ass patch and the raid is super fun to do, and the Mythic Plus season is great, and they do something cool for PvP. I am hoping right now, because you know, imagine if 8.3 comes out, and I don't think it'll be a bad patch, but imagine if it comes out. Let me get the music going, right? Because it's just kind of, am I just me? I don't like it when it's so quiet like that. Imagine if 8.3 comes out, right? And it's like, it's okay, it's alright, it's nice at times, but it's still, I just want something to distract me from Shadowlands for like a second, right? I want something to distract me so I don't have to think about it all the time. I'm losing my mind here. It's just like, oh man, 8.3 better distract the hell out of me. It better be good, right? Imagine, because with Shadowlands, we know what's to come, and if 8.3 sucks, that's even gonna emphasize that feeling even more. It's like, 8.3 better be over by now, because I want my goddamn Shadowlands. You know, just put us in the pre-patch. Just give the rogues poisons, give us curses, put us in the pre-patch. Let us play 8.3 with the pre-patch stuff already, right? Update classes as they go. Distract me from PvE. Distract me with PvE, but from you. Sashimi, why do you feel like you need to do PvE to do PvP? Is there a single like item in Dungeons and Raids that's like a must-have, my man? Dal, calm down, brother. You're so hyped, dude. Fucking, I cannot wait, dude. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So excited. Hello, my man. Quick question. Guardians during PvP, yes or no? Apparently that was played during BlizzCon, right? Wasn't Guardian Druid played during BlizzCon? You guys know how I feel about tanks in PvP. No. Until Blizzard can find a way to make him like busted, tanky, while also doing good damage. No, take him out. If Blizzard finds a way to like balance them so they're basically like a DPS, they don't take less damage than you. Like if they can give back gladiator stance to warriors, right? Prot warrior is as killable as a fury and as a arms. Your defenses become offensive abilities. Then yes, if you want to just be a warrior to slam people with massive shield slams, I'm okay with it. But if you want to be a prot warrior with a defensive, but do the same, tankier than Arms of Fury, but do more damage than Arms of Fury, no. You're not allowed. You either can be tankier, but do less damage, or same tankiness, and the same damage. Can't be more tanky, can't do more damage together. If you do more damage than them, you better be squishy. Is it Sound Cold or something? Is it Sound of Cold? I don't know what that is. Can't really think much worse than BFA. What? WAD. Are you serious? Fuck WAD, dude. Hello? What's up, Green? How you doing, my man? Hey, Dolly, enjoy BlizzCon as much as I watched the new cinematic on my feet. What? Did you enjoy the cinematic as much as I did watch the new cinematic on my feet? Dude, we were watching it and we recorded the whole thing on stream. There's a lot of it. But hey, there's a quick WoW had put up a video, but it's by Blizzard. BlizzCon in 2019 in 3 minutes. So I kind of want to see it. It's by Blizzard. Blizzard themselves put it up. So I kind of want to watch it. Like, I doubt that this video is going to be like a video that's going to be like copyrighted, right? 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 I doubt that this is going to be copyrighted, right? It's just like a recap of everything that we saw, which is exactly the same presentations, right? Right? Now I'm having second thoughts. Need to make Jade Lightning on Monk stronger damage. What? Really? Why? You think so? Tunnel Cold isn't gone? Tunnel Cold, I hope it's not gone. No. I use my 20 boost on Alorok. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's go. Cone of Cold mage ability. I don't think that's going away. Is Cone of Cold coming back? It wasn't gone. They might give Cone of Cold to all the specs. That's what they might do. They might give Cone of Cold to all the specs. But right now only Frost has it. But it'd be cool if they gave back Cone of Cold to every other spec. Just getting in and keeping groups in M+ is rough. Just saying I can PvP, but everyone is 100k health higher than you and slaps a quarter of your health at a time is just demoralizing. But you can get gear from PvP as well, right? The higher rating, the more gear you get. So wouldn't that be like gear farming and gear push for like rating? I know what you're saying, like you're trying just to get the raw item levels and stuff, but you can also get raw item levels out of PvP as well. Like in weekly chest gives you peace. The higher rating, the better gear you get. I would guess that, yeah, doing mythic pluses for 430s is easier than like climbing to, I guess, 2200 to get 430s or some shit. I could agree with you on that. Jade Lightning for Monk is weak. I don't know if it's supposed to be a strong ability. Mystery would take forever to solo mobs. Yeah, I don't know if Mystery Wars are supposed to be using Jade Lightning as a damage ability. Mystery Wars can also do a little bit of damage from kicks and punches. But you're a healer. That makes sense. No, of course, it makes sense for a healer to do less damage than a Windwalker. You're not a DPS, but if they were to change them so you could quest and do a little more damage than right now you do, I'd be okay with it. So all Warlock specs again in 4 abilities back. Is it 4 abilities divided into 3 specs? What? Why are you saying 4 abilities? They're getting curses, right? Curse of Agony, curse of this, curse of that. They just, if you guys talk about like curses, poisons, auras, totems, that's just an example of like certain mechanics that need to come back to classes. I don't think they're saying that that's exactly what's going to be. We're going to have a bunch of curses now all across all 3 Warlock specs. That might be exactly what they're talking about, but they think that the class should bring some mechanics. So rogues have poisons. All 3 specs get to use them. Maybe Assassination gets extra poisons, or maybe a stronger version of all the poisons, you know. Then you have Paladins with auras. Like a Prot Paladin, his defensive auras are going to be stronger than other Paladins, so they should probably go with a defensive aura. But they have access to other auras as well. Or maybe not even like make auras stronger, just, you know, just auras. Totems. I don't know if they'll add buff totems, but they'll add like other totems. Like a healing totem for a DPS spec. I think it's not a bad idea. Again, I don't think they have everything set in stone. I don't think they have everything figured out just yet. I think they have the idea of what they want to do. And that was just like one of those screenshots they presented just to show everybody, right? Can I find exactly what I mean? Downloads, right? It'll be one of the BlizzCon stuff. Put her like right here. Oh wait, no, it's screenshots. That's what it is. Okay, it's screenies. It's my snips. Snip, snip. Snip, snip. Here we go. Like, they showed this on BlizzCon, but it doesn't mean that that's exactly what it's gonna, that's all it's gonna be. They're not gonna be like, okay, outlaw, combat, assassination. You guys are gonna stay exactly as you are, but all you are gonna get poisons. We probably will get more. Same with Paladins, auras, totems. That's just the idea. They need to bring class-defining mechanic. Warlocks, put a curse on the enemy to give them debuffs. Rogues, cap poison so you can deal with enemies to give them debuffs. Totems for shamans, so you should have access to a billion totems. That's what you are. You're a shaman. Paladins with auras. Then you should be able to play different schools of a cast. Just because you're a fire mage doesn't mean you shouldn't have a frostbolt or an arcane explosion. Same thing with priests and different roles, healer or DPS. Different weapons to loosen restrictions. Then talk about bring some class iconic abilities. Then talk about take talents off and add them as spells. Then bring some long lost abilities from a while ago. I don't think they had everything they presented in BlizzCon. I don't think you should take it as like 100% word by word exactly what they should do, or you should guess either and then believe whatever you guess in your head, that's exactly what they're gonna do. They just talked about that they want to bring things back. And this is some of the ideas. And if they bring all these things, I'll be happy. They should bring like auras, totems, poisons, curses, whatever works. Maybe think of different curses, right? Bring back Curse of Elements, so then if you don't have a Demon Hunter, you have a Warlock that can do it, you know? Stuff like that. So you can be flexible. That's just ideas. But I'm pretty sure they'll bring like this, Demonic Circle, Summon Gargle, Hunter's Mark, Hammer of Wrath, Cyclone, and Dimensional. I think they're 100% going to bring that back to abilities. And these are 100% back to abilities, and these are 100 back to abilities. Because they thought about those. They thought about those abilities in particular. This is just a random array of abilities. And this is also a random array of abilities or mechanics. But that's the idea behind it. That's the design philosophy behind it. Priests are weak if you hit and die. They're clothy. Makes sense though, doesn't it? How do you think Blizzard should tackle the new issue of flying in different expansion? New people now have to create a lot of new alts in order to unlock flying in order to zones? What do you mean? New people now have to create a lot of new alts to unlock flying. You only need one character to unlock flying, and then all your alts get it. And that usually is get revered through all the reputations, which isn't that bad. And complete some sort of a story campaign, which isn't bad at all. I think the lack of flying is good for world PvP, especially for war mode. Everybody gets to enjoy and explore the fruits of labor that is the zones. There's caves, it's all designed for you to explore, it's all designed for you to be on the ground. It's not designed to be flown over. If Blizzard wants to make an expansion when you get to max level you start flying, then those would have designed it from the get-go to be flown with. Cataclysm was designed to be flown with. I think Rathian was designed to be flown with. Mr. Pandaria was designed with flying at the end of it. Because there's certain parts where you normally don't even get to reach it unless it's like a really weird way to find a flight path to get over there. It's all inconvenient, but it's like, well, they're going to be able to fly either way. But the lack of flying, but good flight path systems and the whistle honestly eliminate any issues. I am perfectly okay with it. I have no problem with it. I know some people really want to fly, but like, you'll get flying, and then you won't get to explore the world. You won't actually do any of the content. People like, well, PvP will die, right? Unless you want to make it war mode, no flying for a bit until later, like later down the expansion. So you can actually have PvP encounters with other people. Like if you want to fly, like pretty sure there's other MMOs that give you like a mount at level 2, and they let you fly around. Yeah, there's like other MMOs that let you do that. I think it's perfectly fine not to add it. Like there's benefits and negatives of it, but I think there's more benefits to not have flying, because it's not no flying forever. It's no flying for a little bit of time. And is there a point in the game where you need flying? No, it just makes like traveling faster. But if you put things in a more convenient way, traveling isn't that much of an issue. Fly to make level and farming fast? Well, that's for later. Leveling, they eventually make leveling easier, they make you need less XP, they introduce heirlooms and all that. I think it's perfectly fine. Your first character that you get through, you should be able to focus on that character for quite a bit. I think it's perfectly fine to focus on a character. Don't care to focus on a character, you can level alts in your free time, but a lot of people want to get a character up and running, get them ready for dungeons, get them ready for raids, for PvP, get them ready for content, get as much gear as you can, and dive in and spend as much of that time as you can into one character. It all depends on how much of like single player or one character focus there is, right? I guess it depends. Since they're not going to have AP, there shouldn't be that much focus. And they'll have cosmetics and they'll have some power climb through the Covenant system. But as far as I am to understand, again, I'm perfectly okay with them adding some conveniences of leveling alts for later. Because after you played the game, after you tried a few raids, after you've done a couple dungeons, you got a character, maybe a second one up and running, you're like, you know what, my main is getting kind of boring, I'm going to try out some of the other classes. And by the time you're bored with it, hey, heirlooms are back, hey, you need less XP for stuff, hey, somebody will figure out running dungeons or islands or whatever activity you might have in the future might be the best for XP gain. And they even are talking about how when you want to get alts up and running, once you've done all the stuff, all the storyline stuff, and got to a max level in Shadowlands first time around, your alts, you can already choose your Covenant. You can already work for endgame content while you are leveling. You can already start doing endgame stuff, sorta, while you are leveling to max level 60, right? So I don't think it's an issue. They're actually going to make it even easier for alts. Hell, the leveling from 1 to 50 on its own is going to be 60-70% shorter by itself. If you watch my new video talking about leveling changes, it's already going to be shorter. I don't know, man. They're already doing enough, I feel like. And they'll add heirlooms. They'll add all those things later. I think it's perfectly fine to keep it as it's been. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't have any issue. All the time hype. Hope they'll add it. Finish the current content classic. What's up, with Chicks? Are you excited about DM4? You guys remember Hunters had aspect of the pack, days everyone, and they got hit by melee, dude. I hope they bring that back. That'd be hilarious. They need to bring that back. That'd be funny, dude. That'd be so funny. But it'd be so good for Mythic Plus dungeons. It'll be broken, dude. Aspect of the pack, you run from mob to mob to mob to boss so quickly. Do you look sick, dude? We gotta play that together. We gotta play it on launch day. I actually look so good. I hope that Diablo does not come out anywhere close to World of Warcraft release stuff. Please, God, no. Please, no, God, don't. I heard it's like gonna be a year or two even from now. You're doing duels today? If people want to get some groups up and running, yeah, we can. Druid heals a strong need nerf. Nah, Druids are fine. They're good in dungeons and good in PvP, but in raids they struggle. I think Druids are fine. They're pretty balanced as they are. You know, this game never been right. Anybody never happy? It's been on balance forever. Yeah, nobody's ever been happy with WoW. Everybody's always going to be able to have issues. Every time the same hype, then boom, choose flow again, can't do it no more. Wait, you mean like expansion stuff? Man, everybody's talking. Again, I told you guys before, but everybody's treating this expansion like Legion. People said Legion was gonna suck. Man, huh? Demon Hunters? Dumb. Illidan again? What is this? BC 2.0? Huh? And it turned out to be the greatest goddamn fucking expansion we've had in a long fucking while. People even compared it as good as Wrath. I never played Wrath. But now you're making me think that Legion... God, you make me so angry. You make me want to say the Legion sheds down Wrath's throat. And everybody talks how amazing Wrath was. Don't make me say it. Don't make me say it and regret it. Dude, they're doing so good with Shadowlands. You know what I mean? I think they're doing good shit. Most of the stuff they're doing, I will give you this. Most of the stuff they're doing with Shadowlands is walking everything back. They're like, you know what? Let's give you back the abilities you already had. So it's not like, wow, you're getting something new, right? You're not getting anything new. You're getting something you had before. And I'm okay with it. Because you know what? It needs to happen eventually. It better happen. It might as well happen now. And dude, it was so fun. The pre-patch is going to be the most fun 2 months before the expansion release. Or a month or whatever. Blizzard D4 will be released soon. Not even Blizzard soon. Oh yeah, I heard about that. But it's so good. It's looking so good though. You know? It's tempted to get on WoW and make a group, but the sickness consumed me. Yeah, I don't worry about it, my dude. You feel good, Nick, okay? Take care of yourself, my guy. I'm glad they're not going to add another class as X-Pack. Dude, I know. Okay, so what? So, new class, I'm not like on board on it or not yet. I understand why people would want a new class. Everybody likes a new class, but if Blizzard is willing to fix the classes as they are right now, add complexity, change our talents, make them all make sense for once, then I'm okay with no new class, if they're able to do it successfully. If Blizzard try to fix our classes and they somehow make them worse, then we should have probably had another class. So I'm hoping, dude, I'm hoping to do it right by us. That's all I'm hoping for. They better do it right. Yo, I'm gonna be one of the first few people keeping them to the fucking promise. Fix classes before new ones? Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. Alrighty. Alright, let's watch this, dude. 3 minutes of BLIZZCON run through.
Really great to be able to say the words Diablo 4 out loud.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, give me that Diablo. Wait, let's make this beautiful looking.
We are going
dude.
back to the franchise's darker roots.
Yes, please. I look so fucking
It
good.
will mean blood and gore. It
Yes.
will mean victories are neither clean nor guaranteed. We hope you're as excited about that as we are.
I'm not even a Diablo player and I am.
Monsieur, does this mean Overwatch is back?
Overwatch 2 is like, give or take. I don't know about you. I'm not excited, but I'm not sad by
I'm
it.
excited to finally and officially announce Overwatch 2.
It's just like the 2 part, you know what I
we're hoping
mean?
to do with Overwatch 2 is really redefine what a sequel means.
But the PvE
It will
stuff,
be a shared multiplayer environment
that's gonna be cool.
where no one gets left behind.
Nobody gets left
The
behind.
most exciting part of BlizzCon every year is getting to talk about what's coming next.
Dude, that shit, when she broke the
World of Warcraft
fucking
Shadowlands
helm,
is coming next
I
year,
thought she was
and
gonna
will be
wear
available
it.
for pre-purchase today.
That was just... That sky effect is fucking amazing. That shit was breathtaking.
Yeah, that just happened.
Yeah. Hearthstone, I'm sorry. That Hearthstone dropped the ball this year. Hearthstone dropped the ball. I don't care. I'm sorry. The Diablo announcement was like, you drew me in. This, I don't care. It was awkward watching, I'll be honest. That was awkward to watch, I'll be honest. Sky effect. You were breathtaking. Oh shit, I've never seen it. Community night. Ah, goddamn, dude. That looks not bad. I was gonna say transmog cosplay. That's cool. Who won? Pretty good. That looks like it put in a lot of work. Sure.
And Lion
Who won?
becomes the first woman to reach the pinnacle of competitive
Really?
Hearthstone.
Is that first time?
She is your 2019 BlizzCon
Wait,
champion.
this
and
chick
your
won Hearthstone?
2019
Cool.
Global
Yay.
champion.
Yay, women.
A new chapter
Fuck yeah, dude.
has begun in Hearthstone history.
Hearthstone had a rough year, dude. Honestly.
The seconds dwindle away. Evil Tell tries.
I don't keep up with Overwatch. Wait, who won? America or China?
4 years.
US?
3 years.
USA won? Woo! Let's go, US! USA, dude. And they played China, too. What the fuck? That's how it should always
Thank you
do.
so much
That
for
should
sharing
always
this weekend
be,
with
dude.
us. We
Fucking
hope
America.
You had an epic BlizzCon 2019.
Were you? That's it? Cool. That was fun. Yeah. They didn't show WoW stuff. Why didn't they show the WoW recap? What happened to the World of Warcraft tournament? Did the Bear Druid and Arena tournament spoil the night for everybody? Was that bad enough? That on its own? Really? There's no fucking way, dude. There's no fucking way, bud. There's just no way. Time to wear American flag onesie. Dude, my American flag is somewhere in the fuck. I have a flag, dude. I got a flag from the other house. It's in one of the boxes still. I gotta get it and put it somewhere. I was thinking put it behind the green screen. So like every time I put down the green screen, bam, there's a good old flag over there, dude. The stripes and stars and shit like that. Hell yeah. I don't know. I'll put it somewhere. I need to fill this room with more stuff. There's so much echo. What else do I want to see? I wanted to see another thing. I wanted to see the legendaries. Is there here legendary? Legendaries. Customizable legendaries is full in Forge of Domination. I've never seen that shit. I barely saw it. Wait, that's it? Shadowlands were being Legion style legend. That's all it is. What an article. What an article. What a joke. What a fucking yoke. Busy back. MDI was method and name, method EU. MDI, I'm pretty sure EU won, right? Pretty sure EU won, and they dropped the ball, I heard. The bucket all the money, so no one showed up. Did they really? I heard a little bit of that drama, Dwarf, but I have not caught up on it at all. The move just killed me a bit. Hidako question. Stick in, keep your wits in good waste. Yeah, 1 wits is fine for PvE. Hi man, what's up, Coffee? How you doing, dude? Hope you're having a good one. Can't wait for the release today. Dude, tomorrow, I got all my olds done. We got Mythic rating back up and running. It's gonna be so good. Doesn't matter, it's the same organization. No, I still want to see who won. I was more interested about like the WoW Arena tournament. I heard there was a Bear Druid there. I don't know if he actually got to play or win or what. Music? Oh yeah, my bad, my bad. Music is always fucking loud. TY. So the legendaries are coming back. I'm actually quite excited about legendaries. Because let's be honest, how many of you guys liked legendaries in Legion? And how many of you didn't like legendaries in Legion? Now before you answer, did you not like legendaries because of the RNG of it? Or did you not like him in general? Hope 9.0 mail set looks so cool. Dude, it looks like at least the Kyrian mail set looks amazing already. What is your opinion about level 16 Shadowlands? I'm perfectly okay with it. Legion were dumb, you didn't like them? I like the Legos in Legion, not the RNG. Pog, yeah. Yeah, I thought legendaries weren't too bad. I thought legendaries weren't bad. Disagree? You don't like them? At all? For Outlaw? Yeah, I play Legion, but I'm still rocking hidden Outlaw artifacts. Does it count? I like. What? I play Legion, but I'm rocking hidden outlaw artifacts. Does it count? I don't know what you mean. Hey, give everybody a legendary, running the point of legendary. Let's not give everybody a legendary. They were rare. They didn't spawn that often. They were kind of RNG. But now you'll be able to craft a legendary, which I don't think will be often. You won't be able to just collect a bunch of them, and you won't be able to make one a day. It'll probably be like a full 2 weeks before you can even make one. I think it's fine. It's because it's basically like a Diablo-esque legendary system, Zachary. When you think of legendary as a Diablo-esque system, it makes sense. Because if you thought of legendaries and you thought they were dumb back in Legion, yeah, because normally legendaries in WoW have been rare. But what if you can use legendaries like Legion did, where it's actually a system, very basically Diablo system? I think it's fine. It's passives. It's extra passives that change the way your class plays, and you can take advantage of them. Powerful items that you actually get to use. And before, in previous expansions, there was just like, a legendary was a gimme. If you had a legendary, you did the most damage in a BG, most damage in a dungeon, and that's it. And then they made legendaries for everybody, so they made a requirement. I don't think this should be that rare. I mean, if you want to keep them rare, that's fine. I understand why you want to. They're called legendaries for a reason. Or like classic WoW legendaries or whatever, right? BC legendaries, Wrath legendaries. It should be a legendary. It should be amazing. But I think it's fine if it's a mechanic, right? If it's a kind of gimmick. You grab these items that give you extra bonuses. And we had that in Legion. Nobody threw pitchforks and fire over it. Nobody rioted over it at Blizzard headquarters over legendaries. People rioted about the RNG of it, but lots of people played Legion. If legendaries were a deal breaker, no one would have played Legion. So I don't think legendaries on their own are a deal breaker. Blizzard, I like how legendaries worked in Legion, but it's not an acquisition method. In Shadowlands, we'll go through Forge of Domination to the Forge of Domination, where crafters will be able to learn how to create a Dominion armor. Dominion armor combined with other materials to make customized legendaries. Once you obtain certain materials to give specific power, it can be added to a legendary piece on your slot. Works similar to punch cards in Mechagon. The Forge of Domination is where Frostmourne was crafted. We'll also learn who was his blacksmith. I like that. That's some lore, and we'll craft our own Frostmourne like helmet armor of Wrath of Lich King. And the transmog for those things is probably gonna look so good too. Skulls and everything, unless you can customize how it looks. You're probably really getting it on Legion. I did not get legendary till the raid came out. I did not get a legendary till the raid came out. Yeah, I don't think I did either. I got the first one was a ring or weapon hold, so it wasn't the worst. But then I got the shoulders pretty, like a third legendary of mine was the shoulders. Second one before they added the essences. Second one before, then they added the essence. Yeah. The War Awakened essence, hello? No, Zachary, we're talking about like when you first started. That was a catch-up mechanism. Yeah, no. You can't be talking about, hello? Last season when they made all the ability to buy catch-ups. That's for catch-ups. But we're talking about like at the very start. You know, the original system. Because catch-up is just like a gimme. I don't know. Legion was butt cheeks? You're kidding me, right? Yeah, I don't know why you don't like the newest expansion, Zachary. I don't know why. What expansion did you like, Zachary? I know you like Classic. Don't tell me you like WoD. Legion was great. Legion was fucking awesome, dude. A lot of people were not sure about Legion, but I ended up smashing it out of the fucking park, dude. It was probably the best. It was a must-need. It was needed for World of Warcraft. That shit was needed. Legion was amazing. Great fucking raids. Mythic plus dungeons were fucking awesome. Character customization and progression was actually quite fucking good. Order halls were awesome. Some of the bosses were some of the hardest bosses ever. I don't know, man. Mage Tower was fucking great. Artifact weapons served a good purpose. Yeah, everybody ran around with Frostmourne and Ashbringer and Doomhammer. But after you got over that, god damn was that shit good. People missed it. People were like, can I just keep it? That shit was so good. It's probably like the best. Of course it wasn't perfect, but it was fucking miles better than WoD. Miles. They needed that, dude. They needed an expansion like that. Because from 1 to 110 was really fun. Yo, the zones were awesome. Val Shara, Azuna, High Mountain, Stormheim, and fucking Suramar. Like, I'm not a story guy. Prior to this, I wasn't like a guy that followed the lore. But I fucking loved Suramar and all the shit you do with the Nightborn. I loved it, dude. My favorite was jumping in a vat and stepping on grapes to make some wine for a daily. But dude, everything else was fucking dope though. Honestly, I liked it a lot of it. I liked all of it. I can't. Stormheim, High Mount, dude, they were fucking dope. They were so good. Demon Hunters were a huge selling point for Legion. Yeah, Demon Hunters were pretty big too. Yeah, everybody played a DH, but like they didn't make you they didn't really make you like, most of the times they didn't really make you like, I kind of want to play DH. My class isn't looking as fun and new and shiny anymore. But no, Legion on its own stood on its own 2 feet just fine. Yeah, Mage Star was rewarding, dude. Especially if you did it early. Mage Star was really rewarding, especially before the raid opened and you did it early. Before the raid even opened. Before all that, you just nailed down the mechanics and it did it right. Of course, like of course you could say like at the end of the expansion when they have like catch-up gear from, what is it, Argus? Yeah, the Mage Tower stuff was really easy because Argus gear was just way too good for it. Like you had more than enough health to survive the one-shot mechanics and you didn't really have to be mechanically sound on most of the DPS ones. Yeah, after all the catch-ups. But like when it was current content, it was probably some of the best current content I've ever seen. Clearly not to play Legion, my man. Clearly not play Legion right, my man. The only ones that are friends who doesn't do any work with and black to screw. Better shed to spam 2v2s with friends is hilarious. Yeah, like if you really didn't want to spam World Quest and Mythic Pluses, I mean, I guess if you don't have to. I'm like one of my friends who doesn't do any World Quest and Mythic Plus. Really? Oh. I don't know then, yeah. Yeah, I feel like if you didn't enjoy World Quest and Mythic Plus dungeons, or even dungeons in general, I don't know if you... Yeah, I feel like you kind of... I don't know. Like, I'll give you that. Like, just doing PvP, or just doing dungeons, or just doing raids. I feel like it's difficult just sticking to one thing, right? And try to get meaningful progression out of it. I feel like in Legion, it was basically teaching everybody, like, hey, try everything. Do just about everything. Do a little bit of raids. Do a little bit of dungeons. Do a little bit of PvP. Everything gives you some kind of a meaningful progression, mostly with the artifact weapon. And yeah, farming AP wasn't fun, but it wasn't difficult, really. Compared to BFA, where you just grind islands. Yeah, I don't know. Only Mage Tower weapon I got was Arcane. Dude, it's still a cool weapon, isn't it? I couldn't do the Mage Tower because computer was too slow. Bad? Aw, oh, man, come on. That's not good. Feral was yeah, Feral was fun to do, but Feral was easy, dude. You had Agatha, the fat lady. For Outer Rogues, that shit was hard. When the guys back in WoW release was Rat Lich King and stick by that. Challenge might reach that peak, but we shall see. I thought, didn't people say Legion reached that peak? I don't know, dude. We'll see. Still love Legion, but didn't like the PvE. That's all felt like I was doing over and over and over. Yeah, one other thing that I say about Legion is World PvP was dead. Because World PvP people ran around with legendaries and busted ass trinkets. Like, World PvP wasn't existing. After people started getting some overpowered items. World PvP was just a one-shot central. Or you got yourself like tanky items and never died. I'll give you that. That's one thing I like about BFA is World PvP is a real deal. They found a way to use all those items from dungeons or raids and whatever, and find a way to PvP against one another. So I like that. I think it's a step in the right direction. If Legion had that, dude, would have been mwah. Because there's so much potential for World PvP. Because the class is better from enhanced perspective, you think so? Legion didn't reach anywhere close to Rat Lich King levels. Hold on. If I could find the original. I was trying to find a tweet of a streamer. It was like a really good tweet that encompassed Legion. Basically said something along the lines of Legion was basically the best thing ever since Wrath. And he hasn't seen people play, and it was just like really well put together. I can't fucking find it anymore. But I've had people tell me that Legion It's better than Wrath in a way. I don't know, dude. I just remember that fucking hype behind it. And that was during when my class sucked, dude. I remember when Outlaw Rogues were trash. And I still enjoyed the shit out of it. I don't know, dude. Well, PvP is kind of broken. Those rogues are just combined and kill in 2 seconds. It's because of the shoulders. You played Assassin and you went for a Shadow Strike with Cold Blood, which did a bunch of damage. And you had the legendary shoulders, which gave you 100% crit. Yeah, it was busted. You could just Shadow Strike into Mark for Death and Eviscerate, and that's it. You do like 2 million damage. Pop every CD. This got in. Yeah, I remember Legion WoW PvP was insane with legendaries, rogues had certain ones, and just one shot no matter what. Yeah. And if you had the right trinkets that just got a massive proc, let's say, dude, it was OP. Hey, what? Crane just sent me this. Are there going to be any more BFA expansion features moving forward like Warfronts? Warfronts are a uniquely BFA thing, as well as islands. They're about the Battle of Azeroth. As such, the features will remain in Battle for Azeroth and not move forward. Okay, well, no more islands. No more Warfronts. The Warfronts, I thought they had like a really cool idea with Warfronts, and it looked like they wanted to do Warfront with Silvermoon, Warfront with Thunderbluff, and they never got around to it, man. No more Warfronts, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. As a DK, I miss Legion Frost. Feels bad. Yeah, Legion Frost definitely was really, really good. They were insane. Was Legion literally your favorite spec so far? Anyway, boys, let's get on the game. Let's get some shit done. Thank God, though, dude. Islands, fuck that. I'm not gonna miss islands. I think islands was a neat idea, but when they made it that islands is the only way for you to get when they made it so the islands is the only way for you to get any of your AP, that was just the worst. That was actually just the worst. Here we go. Now I see everything. Okay. I have a monitor like portrait mode instead of being like that. It's long way. So I have no idea how to fucking orientate around it yet. It's like a little bit awkward sometimes. Before quest was not nearly as fun as Legion questing. Like questing leveling or world quest, you mean? Do you know if you lose Heart of Azeroth in the expansion? I believe so, yeah. I believe we do. Let me log on this guy real quick. I think it's kind of bugged or something. I should have a transmog on him. I think we do, yeah. You know what? I'm okay with it. Because the whole artifact power Azeroth system, it was just slapped together. I feel like eventually Blizzard figured out what they wanted to do with it. Because the Azeroth gear, like what is it? What's some of the base Azeroth gear? Like this. This was fucking lame. And like the original Azeroths from the, what is it, old year? Like this shit was lame. Hold on, not even Azeroth on that guy. Like look at this. You can get a choice out of the 4, and then there was the best in the 3rd row, and then the best in this row, and then that's it. I was fucking lame. But like the current pieces we have now, if you could actually have that outer ring and inner ring from the start, I feel like the Azeroth system would have been much better from the get-go. If that's what we started with. You know? It's just like they improved on it, but it was late because it was like the expansion was already beginning. People were already playing it, and it's like, well, shit, we gotta improve on it now. And they improved on it. It got better, but it only gave people a bad taste in their mouth to begin with. I thought they added the essences, which I think are great. They supplement for weaknesses and strengths of a class. Don't have enough AoE damage? Grab yourself the Azeroth beam with the essence of the focusing arrows. Maybe blood of the enemy is more your speed. Maybe purification protocol. Hey, lacking mobility or lacking cooldowns? Vision of perfection. Want to have a big rock boy to do stuff for you like an elemental shaman? Hey, we got that. Conflict of Sharp to use a PvP talent. Or even great verse stack. Like all this are good. There's a passive and an active, and all of them are useful. Except for Unbound Force. Unbound Force can burn in hell, but everything else is good. There's literally the only one essence that blows dick, and this is it. Unbound Force. It's actually trash. Actually awful. Actually bad. Everything else is good. Ripple in Space is also... Well, this one is situational. It's more PvP for certain classes, but Unbound Force is by far the worst. Worldwide Resonance is decent. No one really made it good for active, but the passive is good. If you have a bunch of guildies that also use it. Great for casters. I use Unbound Force for Affliction Warlock, Live Dream, Burst, but okay. Wait, really? Do you actually? Wait. Baron, is that a meme or no? Is that a meme? Are you memeing or are you real? Passive, right? Tell me it's a passive, not the active, right? Not the active. Not the active. Not the active. Dalaran, do you have info if I advertise both solid GPUs against builds TOS? Somebody said I can get sounds from WoW. So I think as long as you do for gold on the server, I have no idea. If you're not sure, I would ask somebody who does sales. I don't do sales. I don't do it, but I hate seeing that shit in LFG. No, the actual thing and the passive, yes. The actual fuck thing? Are you serious, Baron? I need to see what your burst looks like. Because I know that this has crit, which plays super well with Affliction, but it's overall bad. It might be better because 8.3 does buff it. Certain of these essences get buffed in 8.3, but right now as they are, this is hands down. I'm serious. This one is actually the worst essence. The worst. Do you need proof? I got a hero damage show ya. What are the same classes I play? Rogue. Essence. Let's also change the music a bit. Let's also mix up the music just a little bit. Let's mix up the music just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. Let's change it to... That'll be fine. Yeah, here we go. Torghast. There's a recap on this thing? Spell customization? Oh shit, I didn't want to read that stuff. I might want to read this. Okay, let's look at this real quick. Unbound Force for my rogue. Let's go to Feral Druid. They play about crit, right? Feral Druids are about crit, which they really are. Unbound Force. Almost as bad as Ripple in Space. I don't know, Arcane Mage. Randomized. Fire Mage. They're all about crit too. It's not completely at the bottom, but it's down there. Shadow Priest, they're actually about crit. No lie, no joke. It's not as bad, the active is not as bad. But it's still pretty low. Wait, was I looking at passives? I might have been looking at passives as well. Affliction Warlock. I think this is one class that actually can use this as a decent active. Yeah, it's actually like your one decent active. But literally Meme Beam rank 1, Blood of the Enemy rank 1, Crucible Flame rank 1, or Condensed Life rank 1 beats it. And Meme Beam rank 1 beats it at 3 stacks at level 3. What about passive? It's not amazing. Yeah. I said actually, not actually, not actual. The active Warlock usually actually proc at 70% of Gen 50k. I can see that maybe. Like with a specific build. I thought you said actual proc. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, but still it's not that good. We can all agree, right? They're buffing it though. So if they're buffing it, it's actually good. Because I always thought the passive would be super good. Try looking at a Death Knight Frost with an Unbound Force. Hold on. Hero damage, right? Unbound Force, you said? Frost? It's middle of the pack. Like a single meme beam does better than that thing. Although Memory Lucid Dream is really good too. I should have been running that for the raid. I did a raid last night. I should have been running Memory. That would have been insane. It's actually a really good essence. Just like a Chino Breath playstyle. I ran the Meme Beam just because, I don't know, I forgot to switch it. Meme Beam after actual eye beam looks like you go Azeroth said. Yeah, because you get so much haste. You just blast through it so quick. It's so good. I was feeling before we go into the next epic, we'll use Heart of Azeroth to kill Azeroth some Dalaran. So there was a actual leak for what the final cinematic of us taking down Azeroth will look like, and that's exactly what happens. Not gonna lie. That's about all I'll say. That's all. I'm not gonna say more in case you actually care. I want to see the ending of it. Alrighty, how will we transition? We'll want to have a player transition between Shadowlands. So thematically, there is a reason. In practice, it should be an inconvenience. Otherwise, we don't even want to put a player in a position of sorry, I'm in the Shadowlands, can't come back. Huh. Inspiration classic. So long, didn't read. New customization will see improvements in customization to allied races. So with new character customization, we're focusing mainly on the original races, not allied races. We're able to apply new customization to them, like separate the eyes from the rest of the models with the help of the technical team, so you have more options to choose from. We're not touching allied races at this time, we're focusing on main races. No plans for customization, DK customization at this point. Like no different eyes for Death Knights. Legendary powers that you craft, we saw that. Secondary abilities in Legion, how will they affect your transportation? To be determined. We're definitely leaning towards legendaries matter. Having legendaries be important to you would improve on how you go to craft it and upgrade it. Okay, so you can upgrade legendaries. Torghast though, that's interesting. Different technology we've done differently over the years, like garrisons or islands, that we use the ability to procedurally spawn things. We have learned a lot of lessons from the players and a lot of technology itself. So with Torghast, those themselves are handcrafted and maintain the Warcraft feel. I think it's very important aesthetically to the players, but there are dozens or hundreds of different floors that you could potentially see if things spawn differently. There may be a treasure chest containing a boon, but we can talk about them later. These are the power-ups, blah blah blah. Yeah, so it's like roguelike where you can get upgrades and stuff. What will keep the players coming back to Torghast over the course of the expansion? For instance, if the object is to make a certain legendary, and I finished that in the first year of the expansion, we're going to be able to upgrade to a higher level at the end of the expansion. Still trying to figure out the other goes to have Torghast be a place we want to go back to for play agency reasons. Even if you are satisfied with the state of legendary at the moment, there are reasons to go to Torghast, like might be a really cool mount that you can only get from Torghast. So you want to make sure to do that. We're going to make sure that there are a lot of reasons for players to be going back over expansion. Along with that, the choices you're making when bringing items to RuneSmith. Decide what you want. So the first time going through it, you'll be looking for one item. Awesome, but later it might be different items. Yeah, so the replayability of Torghast is going to be very, very interesting. That is the tower in the mod that they talk about. No Bulwark eyes, sad day, boys. I know, right? Like, why did they get Blood Death Knight's red eyes, right? Why not? Yeah, what's up? What's going on? What's up, Professor Business? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Checking out some of the questions about Shadowlands. Some of the Q&A stuff. Maybe you're having a good one. But for Shadowlands, it looks good. But at the same time, we said it looks really good about BFA and WAD. So my attitude, no. Okay. I don't think this is going to be a BFA or a WAD. Because a lot of people were hyped for WAD. And look how that turned out. A lot of people were hyped for BFA. Look how that turned out. I thought BFA got a lot better. Like current state of BFA, it's much better than when it started. Much better. Is it perfect? No. Is it Legion? No. It wouldn't even put it in the same room as Legion. It'd be like in a side room or in a broom closet or something, but it won't put it down in the basement and tie it next to a lamppost or something. Do you think they should add a Necromancer? I don't know. Maybe eventually. I feel like they should fix the current classes that we have right now and make it feel good to play first. And then, yeah, if they will add a Necromancer later, I'll be okay with it too. Torghast is the primary source of power for legendaries. So I'm okay with that. During Death Knight starting experiences, the story will be toward Bolvar because we don't want to affect the original race's lore. There's a special in-game cinematic from Bolvar, sort of talking to the allied races, asking them to join us and work with us. With a focus moving towards class identity instead of spec identity, how do you make classes like Priest, with sides of light and void, feel whole again? That's an exceptional question. I think it's a great question. We're still trying to figure out the concept. For instance, I made a Death Knight and I have been a blood for everything. Dungeons, raids, world quest, everything. So I've been struggling with design team. What will this change mean for me? And they say that now class identity abilities like Death Coil, Chain of Ice, or Death and Decay will be available to all specs. Similarly for all classes. Okay. In recent expansion, there's been always a feature with main power at the end of it, we lose it. In this concept of borrowed power, will still go beyond Shadowlands. I think it depends on the story we've been told. Currently, we want to finish Battle for Azeroth with your necklace and still carry it into the Shadowlands, but all its powers will be shut off. So you'll still be able to use the necklace like as an upgrade, as a piece of loot, probably while you level. All depends on what we'll be looking for in an expansion. Like Shadowlands will have the anima, the mana of the Shadowlands, but it's scarce, and sometimes we'll learn about obtain abilities because of it. It opens up as stories and designs coming up with. Okay, so they don't have it put together yet. The Soulbind's challenge change based on class spec as they are with same for everyone. So expansion from Soulbinds, that will be you'll be able to find a person in your covenant and soulbind to them, and that'll be basically like a pseudo, like a mini artifact weapon unlock for them, but with a branch and trees, so you can't unlock all of them. You'll just actually have to make choices. So with the customization of soulbinds from spaces in the challenge tree, you could fill in called conduits. The system will be like relics from artifacts in Legion. There are a couple things you can put in each talent slot, so you'll be able to customize it based on the role or class. What is the motivation in daily activities that Artifact World won't be able to do anymore? There are other worlds in World Quests that are not only AP that motivate players to complete them. We're looking at World Quest systems and we're going to overhaul it. We call it World Quest 2.0. More in beta releases. Okay, World Quest 2.0. Yeah, it makes sense if you don't have AP to earn. Like, what's the point of it? Gold? Gear? What the fuck is that? Okay, it's a fucking dragon behind me. No wonder. Okay, I think I skipped somewhere. Covenant systems high-level goals. Is there the idea that we'll grow with us for the entirety of the expansion as the patch comes in? Will things like cosmetics or abilities be added? It is the main feature of the expansion, so the campaign will definitely keep adding things to it. We're going to the point where we're really headed. We're not at the point where we know where we're really headed with it. Each covenant will have a covenant campaign. It is a system we can grow with things like soulbinds and more of them. Yeah, so everything they said, they're not 100% sure how they want to do it. They have ideas, they have brainstorming. And the things that they are sure about, like bringing certain class abilities back, having a covenant, having a unique transmog from your covenant, they're sure about those. But things like, are we going to get a command table from the covenant? Yes or no? I think we are going to get a command table from the covenant, but it will function probably very differently. I'm like 60% of the way there to 120, so I'll be 60% of the way there to 60. True. True. What do you think about the covenants? I think it's a good idea. It's something different. It's like order halls. People loved order halls, so I like the idea of them reusing order halls because we can still get more out of it, you know? What do you get with order halls? You got a cool new well, not new, but you got a recolor of the challenge mode. Transmog is your first piece of loot, as your first piece of gear from there. You also ended up getting, what'd you get? You got the fat class mounts. That was pretty cool, the storyline for class mounts. AP stuff. Order Hall story missions that matched up into what Legion was about. You got to unlock companions, more of them. Like you got Lilith. I know they set a date for Reforged during BlizzCon. When is it? I don't know. I don't know when Reforged is coming out. Necromancer is closer to Unholy Death Knight than it is Warlock. I don't know if Necromancer, like that class sounds like a mix of an Unholy Death Knight and a Warlock. I don't think they would add a class that's like a little bit of one, a little bit of the other. Like given a class specs like Destruction Warlock and a Fire Mage, while both of them shoot fireballs, they're so marginally different. So I don't know what kind of mechanics you would have. They would need to be different. You can't be a Bard mechanic or a copycat mechanic. It would have to be something different that hasn't been done before. So I don't know how you would make Necromancers. Also, it's a question of how many specs would they have, because it's not a hero class like a Demon Hunter, so it probably would have 3. What are the specs going to be? Is it going to be able to heal? Should it be able to tank? Should it be a damage dealer? Should it be 3 types of damage dealers? Should it be maybe a tank caster? Things like that come to life, first of all. And just the more I ask these questions, the less likely I feel like a Necromancer can be a real deal. I would need like a real good description of like a Blizzard fan that loves designing classes and just loves making that shit up. Just the most creative one, and I want to read it and then tell you if that would be a likely possibility or not. Because it needs to be good. I feel like the way classes are and specs are, they're so different right now. And unique. You need to be something similar to that. With unique. With the Mythic Plus Cash having options in Shadowlands, will be something similar to bonus rolls. Oh yeah, cash. Wait. Three-tier upgrades and armor, but the only thing related to the character appearance. Will there be a mission table in Covenant? We're exploring options for the space. There have been 3 expansions since we've been provided content along with those lines. One Covenant has a transforming shapeshifting ability with prestige skins. So like if you chose the Fae for a short moment, you can transform into one of the animals from the Fae. It can be a butterfly, a fox, or a stag. And they might even have like a unique one that you can get like a legendary shapeshift. Well, the other Covenants have something similar. It'll be different per Covenant. They'll each have a special ability as you're progressing. You'll get stronger and stronger, as well as when you are getting into Torghast, these abilities get even bigger with those boons. Right now, we're at early stages. We're mindful about performance when it comes to special visual effects. We don't have much to share. We saw backpack reward as a reward from RAF, and we have wind cloaks. Those slots will come out. Okay, so what other back pieces can we have besides like cloaks? BFA had armor 2.0, which added more bits like around the hips. This time around, we're focusing on the back attachment. We dabbled with it. Recruiter friend armor as our first test, and we added 1.8.3 as well. That's the foundation we're playing more with. Wait, don't they have a backpack for the 8.3? Like a Nefarian backpack? Is that like something we can unlock? Necromancer that summon minions that tank for him would be sick. A ranged tank class, so like a warlock? You mean like a warlock? We'll summon a blueberry, but instead of a blueberry, it's like a skeletal berry. That's the question. It's like, it sounds like you're talking about any warlock. I was gonna say demonology warlock, but it's any warlock that can summon a blueberry. I don't know. Like I feel like when you're talking about like a class, like a necromancer or whatever you might be, you know, like describing me a mechanic, I'm like, you mean like that class? I feel like at that point, it's almost like that. The idea for that class is like, for me, it's like out of the window. You know, it's like because we already have that class. But I don't know. They would definitely have to take something out of a class in order to make Necromancer. Kind of like how they did Demon Hunter. They took something out of Demon Hunter in order to make Destruction Warlock. Remember that? Or Metamorphosis in order to make Havoc Demon Hunter and Vengeance. They took that away from Demonology. So maybe 1 to 60 level range, right? So when SL expansion comes out, all our 120s will be level 60 automatically. No, they'll be level 50. And then you level from 50 to 60 in Shadowlands, SL. I guess SL is now the short name for it, right? BFA, SL, Legion. We didn't really make it like LG. LG. WAD, SL. Yeah, Shadowlands, SL. That actually works, doesn't it? You guys wanna play some SL? WoW SL? WoW WAD? WoW BFA? SL. Fucking weird, dude. The bad the Rogue Order hull sucked. I thought the Rogue Order hull was dope, dude. I thought it fit. I know a lot of people were like, "Wow, we're in the sewers," but it's like, well, no wonder. Where else do pirates and scoundrels and assassins and murderers go? Out hiding away. Where would you put them? Ravenhold? It's not that much of a manor. It's not that pretty. It's just like a basic building that you find in Stormwind. It's not that special. I don't know. I like the Order of Hull. I thought it was cool. I know a lot of people complain, but it's like, come on, man. How many people... It's like, I didn't realize so many rogue players were also like fucking architectures and house designers. They want to live in a nice looking place. I don't know, you're a rogue. I thought a sewer is perfect. That's where goons and criminals go to. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I can't agree. Cannot agree. Like a black castle or something. A castle. What am I, a princess in the castle? Do you want some dragons there too? Do you want me to grow up my hair up to here? Rapunzel, Rapunzel, throw me your hair. It's like, as long as you give me fucking epics. It's like, alright, I promise. Next sword that drops from a dungeon, you can get it. I'm like, yeet. Toss my hair down, let her prince climb back up. That's dumb. That's not what a rogue needs. You know what a rogue needs? Some loot and a contract. And that's all. I thought it would fit the class fantasy. You want to be in a castle, play a Death Knight or some shit. They have a fucking necropolis. You want to be in a basement, in a church, you can play a paladin. You want to be in a nice place? Mage. Warlocks are in a fucking rock in space. And they're fine with it. What else is? Monks go back to where monks started with a panda starting at, which I think is okay. What else do we have? Priests go to that weird space floating thing it's in space. That's all I know. It's like a weird priest thing. But still, that's cool. What else we have? I'm missing something. Demon Hunters go on a spaceship. That's cool too. I don't know, dude. I think it fit for rogues. I don't complain at all. Rapunzel. Alright, boys. Let's get a key done or something, yeah? Just log in and do a queue or something. Yo, this Shadowlands, dude. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. There's so many interviews for me to watch too and everything. There's just so much. Everything with covenants, everything with everything. Jesus. I would agree with you. I don't want any armor or weapons to deal with the artifact. I'd rather just have a maximum of 5 legendaries. I don't know how many legendaries we're even gonna have. That's another good question. How many legendaries is a plan for us that we have? Are we supposed to have like a bunch of them as part of our gear, like in D3, like in Diablo? Or are we supposed to have like a few, maybe like 1 or 2, kind of like how we did back in Legion? Because in Legion, eventually we can unlock and have 2 of them. But I like the idea that we get to customize the legendaries. Imagine if tier sets come back. That means you can choose which tier piece you want. And you're like, alright, I like this tier pieces. You'll take the ones with the best stats for you, right? You'll take, like, let's say, haste versatility are your best stats. So you'll get the gloves, you'll get the headpiece, and you'll get the pants, and maybe the shoulders. The chest piece can be a legendary, though. So you can make your chest piece a legendary. I wonder if you could have legendary weapons. Like the damned weapons or whatever. I think that'd be so cool. I think rings would be the first thing. I wonder if you could make a legendary trinket, too. Now, that would be cool. Yo, what's up, Tom? How you doing, my man? Dude. Legendaries that go with gear sets. Like, what do you mean? Like, take a gear set, like part of a tier set, and grab and add him a legendary effect, or like a legendaries that, if you collect like 3 of them, you have a gear set. Like, maybe like, like have legendaries, but legendaries have a tier set, right? So let's say you need 2 legendary rings that have a powerful effect, but it doesn't work unless you have both of them. I think something like that would be cool. I love that mod. Yeah, this looks so cool. I did arenas with this thing. It looks really neat. I like the way this looks. I actually don't mind it. I might eventually go back to whatever I'm using or whatever I was doing before, but this is cool. I like a Lego that matches the tier set. Oh, that'd be cool. I will not say no to that. Yeah, I agree. That would actually be kind of cool. Alrighty, boys. Let's get in the key. Get some sort of a key done. Doesn't matter which one. King's Rest? Not a fun one. Livestream carries. Ooh. Braxias on Tichondrius. Twitch.tv/JCEXE. What if I have you guys watch Chapter the stream? Do you think he'll give me a carry? Through an 11 Waycrest? 11-12 Waycrest? Ooh. That'd be fun. 11 Rogue IO. 18. Yo, that's actually thick. Should we do this thick key? Oh lord, do we do this? Are we ballsy enough? Underrot. Is it bad this week? Not really. Not really. Maybe. It might be the way to go. Fuck it. IO Rogue. Check IO. Check out my IO. Am I good enough? Let me see if I'm even good enough, dude. Maybe they'll be like, nah, we wanted some better Rogue. Who is this dude? Who is this dude? Stop saying carry, you make my heart stop. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you mean, Kren. Oh, by the way, Kren also... Oh, we lost a guy, but they gave me. Hey, we got a priest and a blood death knight. We got a disc priest and a blood DK. Wait a second. Is this a trap? Is this a trap? Am I just getting trapped up? What's going on? And we got Zect, who is a Havoc Demon Hunter. Well, Havoc Demon Hunter is okay. What the hell are your fists? Why are they not hidden? What the fuck? Your monkey hands. I think they're supposed to be hidden. They're supposed to be invisible. Okay. Interesting. Not gonna lie, that is interesting. Yo, that's a blood DK and a disc priest. Blood DKs and disc priests are not that good at keys, but maybe these two dudes are like the best classes, best dudes, best blood death knight and priest in the world or something. Yo, run into trap. You think so? It might be a trap, dude. That might be a trap. Classic is still slow to play, dude. Dude, stop playing classic? No, the classic. No, Professor Berzelius is right. The classic is kind of a slow game, and it's. I guess you can just say I have ADD, ADHD, but it's like I get bored really easily with it. Whoa, what are you doing up here? Hey, how's it going? What are you doing up here? You're just hanging out. All right, you have fun, my dude. You enjoy yourself. All right. Later. What's he doing over here? Total light? Priest? Big dude. Yo, is he a gladiator? That's a nice tabard. I think he's a gladiator. Yo, I knew that trinket, dude. I needed a fatty one of those. Mine, current PvP one, is so bad. Only 82,000 absorb. It's actually really bad. What's those essences you use? Hold on. And vision. Okay, these are the ones I use. Was PvPing earlier. There we go. I think it's just making sure I'm not running some weird ass traits. He's targeting me. Nah, classic is kind of lame by itself. It's not a game that I'm enjoying by myself, honestly. Like, I guess it can be a little therapeutic just to like kill a bunch of mobs and just grind mobs for a little bit. But the actual progression and leveling is just so boring on my own. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to play classic by myself if that's all it was. Some people really can get into it, but I have a hard time just sitting there and like really getting into it by myself. I tried recording myself leveling solo, and Jesus, dude, I was getting depression because I was hoping classic was gonna be like an experience with other players and whatnot, you know, like a social experience. But it ends up being very much like BFA, right? You know how BFA you go to World Quest and you group up with people and you do the World Quest real quick and then you leave? That's what classic is like. People just group up with you just to get a quest done, but nobody actually wants to quest together and do stuff. So then they leave, and then you're like, okay. It's like, well, I could get exactly the same experience if I just played BFA. So what's the point? Did it fall anywhere? If it didn't drop, then I'm gonna snag it real quick. Oh, there it is. All of them, Kristen. Yeah. What's up, Pedro? What do you expect to recommend rolling guys? All of them, yeah. What dwarf sad. Honestly, all of them are good. Not a single bad spec. No, we'll try this, boys. We'll try this. It's under on 18. It's 45 weeks, so it'll be really good for rogues. It's 18, and it's a blood death knight, but maybe he's like really good at blood. And it's a disc priest, but they're not bad on their own. Like, disc priests are not bad by default, but they are a lot harder to play. So maybe this guy knows how to play it properly. You know what I mean? Plus, we have a rogue. We have everybody. Demon Hunter, so that'll be good for AoE damage. We have a mage to get through the fights. And if there's a fire mage, then he'll be able to, yeah, fire mage, so he'll be able to just blast through mobs ASAP. Okay, there it is. Doing some conquest capping. I'm behind like 2 weeks or something right now. So might as well snag him, right? What the fuck? It has leech. Dude, I actually got a blue 420 item level today. I think I opened up, or maybe yesterday, I opened up a chest and I was like, whoa, okay. And I just got all that stuff. A 420, like, it's not huge item level, but let's say all you do is just skirmishes and BGs and you don't ever get into like arenas or whatever. Nothing like for conquest or whatever. That's huge. You just got a 420 piece of loot. That's an upgrade if you just do BGs normally. You're on the stream, I know that plays Outlaw. Outlaw is unique. There's plenty of people that play Outlaw, but people play Outlaw for Mythic Pluses. Most people don't play Outlaw because they like it. Most people play Outlaw because they have to play it. That's the problem. I play Outlaw just because I enjoy the spec. And it just works out that the spec is really good for Mythic Pluses. But most people that play Outlaw, they'll just learn the basics of it. And they'll play it because it's effective. They won't play it because it's their favorite spec. Which I feel like at that point, they might as well just gear up Assassination. They might as well play a spec that they really truly like. But you know, some people are doing MDI, that are doing the competitive PvE WoW stuff, so I understand why they would want to learn the best of the best specs. But I don't know, I play Survival for Mythic Pluses. I wouldn't even play Arcane Mage if I could get the gear for it for Mythic Pluses. Wouldn't make a difference to me, you know? There's a spec that I like, there's just a spec that I'll play. How am I doing actually on stats? I got flasks, I have bots, but we should be good actually. Because this guy's out here and I could use the I could use all that stuff. What's his CR? Nothing amazing. Who doesn't even like Outlaw? I know, right? But some people don't, dude. Lots of people play it, and like I have guildies that are like, let's say they'll be streaming it, or some people that I know that are streaming Mythic Plus's keys, and they're doing like really high keys, and then they'll complain about Outlaw this, Outlaw that. I'm just like, oh my god. And sometimes I want to be like, dude, it's a very simple mechanic, and then explain it, but I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. I feel like a dick just saying it out loud. So how does he want to do this? What does he want to kill? It shouldn't be a difficult run. We have a really good team, and everybody is very well geared, so we should be able to blast through everybody really easily. Like the DH has really good trinkets, really good gear, double folly. I won't be surprised if this guy actually beats me in damage. Big beam, Coffin Strike, Purification Protocol. Like he's got himself fully set up. And the tank should be good too. The Disc Priest is what I'm worried about a little bit. I'm a little concerned about him because discs are just a little bit hard to play sometimes, but maybe this guy will be okay. I'll even record it to see how it goes. Maybe it'll be a really good run. Fast tank lead? No, don't need to. I don't know how he was gonna do it. He didn't link MDT or anything like that, so he'll be okay. So since it's fortified week, we basically just want to do as much damage as humanly possible, and that healer died instantly. That's not good. That healer died instantly. That is not good. I think he ended up getting cleaved by the Blood Matron most likely. I think that's what happened. I could have been wrong. Man, this lady hurts. I think fast-paced Outlaw isn't great mobility. Oh my god, yes. Do I have the wrong talents? No, I'm good. Just want to make sure, as I was like, oh wait, what if I still have the wrong talents from PvP earlier? So I think I want to interrupt her second. Yeah, I want to be the second interrupt. So somebody got to get the first interrupt. Or stun her, that's fine. I would just stun her. We wouldn't even let her play the game. That'll do it. That'll do it. Don't want to blood on the enemy of this. I don't think I do. I probably should have if I wanted to use it on the boss as well. But okay. We're gonna go left side. Get this girl back there. The priestess. Yeah, like Outlaw right now, for example, right boys? I got myself a decent buff. It's the auto attack buff. And do I need to swap out of that buff? A lot of people would think that, yeah, you need to keep re-rolling over and over. Rolling, 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 and roll some more. But you don't. Like, I'm okay. Auto attack buff is perfectly fine to hold on to. Oh man, I just did so much damage. Yeah, running out of the buff, got myself a decent buff. Skull and Crossbones is probably the worst buff to get sometimes. like for AoE in particular, but it's okay when it's with another buff. It's basically a minus buff. It's a negative buff. It doesn't actually do anything for you because of the wits. Man, this girl hurts. She actually just obliterates you. Ow. Owies. Yeah, if we can slow down her for a little bit. I have 20 seconds left until my Blood of the Enemy. Oh, Jesus. Like, she doesn't even move anywhere and she still obliterates us. Mount up. Hold on. Shroud. 3, 2, 1. Hopefully don't fuck up our kicks. That's all I got. And Blood of the Enemy should be back up soon. Rebuff. I get next kick, I think. Blood mirror. Yep. Okay, the DH should have, or the Blood DK should have a kick now. If he wants to kick it. It says he should have a kick. I don't know if he does or doesn't. Okay, I got next kick. Should have a pre-pot coming up soon again. Yeah, these guys actually slap. I could have waited Blood of the Enemy until the guy gripped the girl to the mirror. Just as long as someone kicks that, we'll be okay. Kick. Nice. Easy. Would you build a best hybrid assassination rogue between single target and AoE? You wouldn't. Assassination that's a hybrid between AoE and single target is actually bad. It's actually really, really bad. It's a lot better to be either full single target or full AoE as assassination. So you wouldn't. Because when you don't do good single target or good AoE, you're useless. You're kind of middle ground and you're not really good at anything. Right now, the way assassination is, it's just a lot better to just commit to one. Just use one aspect and just commit to it. Do the best that you can there. Five buff, let's go. I should probably let her know. 5 buff. Hold on. I just want to make sure I don't die here. I think he knows that I have 5 buff. Or maybe not. 5 buff. Just so he knows. So if you want to pull more, you can. That means if you want to min-max it, during my 5 buff, we can. He's getting stuns all day, cleave all day. My cloak was running through it. Hopefully I won't need it for later. 5 buff about to dissipate. 5 buff down. There we go. Hey Dal, where are you located? Why? In my room? In my house? What do you want to know? Yeah, I just don't tell anybody, man. I just kind of live my life. I understand you don't mean anything weird by it. Before you say anything, I understand you don't mean anything by weird. Most cases people don't. I need a dispel! I need a dispel! Ah! Stun and taking bites. Stun and taking bites! No! Ah! Oh! Shortest stun in the world, and she's down. Nice. I really want to Blood of the Enemy something next, but just the way the things died is just super uncomfortable. Man, this Demon Hunter is able to pump. I'm jealous, dude, so far. Like, I've been falling behind this guy. But maybe in the end of the run, I'm actually not that bad. Maybe in the end, it'll be like, oh, you kind of equaled out. What's up, Seabrick? How you doing, my dude? Hope you're having a good one. How's the new house? It's fucking dope. Super happy with it, man. Super happy with it. Big Blood of the Enemy here. Yeah, this is gonna fucking hurt. Oh shit, that hurts. Oh no. Did the mage combust there just now? I think he combusted. Who? Oh no, we got the girl. Oh, we also got the lasher. Oh no. We also got the bile boy. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's really not good. Kick it. Okay. I need to focus up and do some damage. Healer down. We hope you rest for him. Blood DK can do it. Walk away from Rotten Bile. This man is just trying to heal us as much as he humanly can. He's doing what he can. Oh no, that guy died. Dude, this shit hurts. What's Insomnia? Hopefully everybody brought their own pre-pots and everything. Or pots, I guess. Not pre-pots, that's like more buff. Or more buff related. Music, hello? Guess I'm watching. Guess I'm watching with my ears. Cool, we have more. Oh my god, that's so much. This is hard. Excited for SHADOWLANDS? Extremely excited and glad to hear. Hell yeah. Oh my god, we got another one of those. Another blood swarmer. Ah, that's gonna hurt. Oh, he stunned him, nice. Healer dead again. Not sure how he died this time. Do we blood or B-res him again? No, okay, so we have no B-reses. That's really, really bad, but I guess we continue pushing on without it. I think we should do this. And we want to start booping the girl. Hopefully the priest can take care of that, because we shouldn't let the... As long as we don't let the worm do anything to us, as long as we don't let him cast, it should be good. Yeah, boop her out of the way. Stun her? Oh, that's not... That's a little unfortunate. I get some 3 pistol shots on her, I guess, from time to time, just at least to keep us slow going. Do we want to kill one more set of packs? One more trash packs? I think we could do it. Yeah, I think we could do it. I believe, dude. I believe. Could pop parry in case. Yeah, some of them are hitting me already. Don't have tricks for a bit. Somebody hopefully will have a stun for the girl. Kill her, kill her, kill her. Didn't have a hit anything for her. This guy could maybe kite back. Just kite back. Just run him. Because they're gonna start dying. They're gonna start bolstering each other and just being stronger and stronger. This Blood DK is surviving though, dude. He's doing a better job surviving than the healer. Not gonna lie. The healer's probably getting chased by mobs and shit like that. I'm not gonna lie. That must be tough. Plus it's a disc priest too. But as a disc priest, he should be prepared. He should know what he's about to get into. If he's not ready for the keys, maybe he should take it easy. Nice, he got his own death and decay there too, so that's perfect. That'll give us slow. You can recover a little bit of health. He's gonna keep kicking him. Perfect. Alrighty, this is gonna be a little tough, but we'll be alright. We have bloodlust and everything. We have a fire mage too, and if this guy has metamorphosis, we'll have quite a bit of damage. Alrighty. 3, 2, wish me luck, boys. Big blood of the enemy. Lust, 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 lust. Lust, perfect. Turbo buff. Turbo buff. Try to make sure that none of them are in the little puddles, the little pus things hiding. I'm actually gonna use a speed potion just to sprint back up. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to make it. My damage on that boss was trash, dude. My damage on the boss was awful. 31? That's unlucky, man. I didn't get a good buff for the longest. I probably should have just stuck out with broadsides or something. Just stuck with that buff. How bad is it this week? So that's gonna be almost impossible. Unless I stab the girl and we pull him away and then blind her after. I think I have to give her a stab, dude. Give her a little sap and pull him back. Blind her. Yeah, this shit is gonna fucking hurt, dude. You might have to pop a defensive for everybody. I'm gonna cloak this. I don't know how bad this is gonna be. I don't have a kick. Didn't kill us. Yeah, the demon hunter's over there just 1v1 her. Good demon hunter. Fast on his feet too and everything. Had to darkness for the girl? No, unlucky. Come on, that didn't crit? You're kidding me. Oh, walked into one. That's not good. Demon Hunter might die. Oh, it's gonna be a lot. Oh, that's gonna fucking hurt. Oh, he got them all. It's targeting me. I guess I'll go put it here. I have cloak if needed. That it had to take 3. He could dispel him maybe? Priest could dispel him. I like how with this fight I had like the worst probably matchup in terms of like the shit always moving me to the other side or whatever. But I don't know, it kind of worked out. I feel like we missed a percent somewhere. Maybe we're not. Okay, I got the next kick on the Defiler. No, I don't. Fuck. Because the mage has to do it. Good grip. And you got the kick. Nice. Dude, this is definitely what knows what's up, dude. I kind of like this guy. Alrighty. That's gonna be a big pull. I don't have blood for this one, but it's okay. Blood in a few seconds, actually. Wait, that can be interrupted? Do you see that? We actually could interrupt even though we had the tides. For some reason you can interrupt that spell. It's like a balancing thing maybe? Boys, we got 10 minutes and we're actually gonna time this 18 just fine. I'm happy about that. I don't think I'll have a really good damage score though. I feel like this Demon Hunter's been kicking my ass more than half the time. Did with his ignites, yeah. Auto steal his dagger often? It could. You can. You're not restricted from not using dagger. In some cases it's even a little better, but the damage difference is like within a 1% margin. Shroud, mount up, 3 to 1, 3 to 1, okay. I think we might be down, I think we're missing percent. Could be wrong. Probably am. Mount and gaze. Gaze in the other direction. Gaze again. Fuck. Patch 5.2, longest patch here. I think that was the Mississippi patch, wasn't it? Wasn't it patch 8.3, the last patch for MLP? Pretty sure, right? Oh. Wait. Are we still gonna have percent? He does have one minion with him. Oh, we gotta be res. Yeah, we had to be res. Oh, one more. Are they following? One of them is. No, none of them. Yeah, the priest is. Oh, one guy already left. Oh no, we didn't. Because the gates don't open until we get percentage. Yeah, this is the last guardian that we also need. And this guy. That's the last percentage we needed. We carried him with us the whole time. He was helping the Blood Death Knight do a little bit more damage. Right? I don't think I want to Blood of the Enemy him. I want to get myself a really solid set of buffs before the next boss. At least get common points. Okay, now we're good to go. It was many people was one of the highest numbers, I believe. Legion, dude, with millions. I think Legion was the highest. Legion must have been the highest, dude. Let's talk about health and then millions still. Alright, tank, whenever you're ready. Okay, buff. Too bad I didn't start with a Adrenaline Rush, but it's okay. Got it now. You wanna stand on his right far toenail. Rightmost toenail. Or his left foot. Most left foot toenail then. Like, stand on toenail. Move. And somebody moved a little early, so he splashes. But if you stand on toenail, if anything, just move earlier with everybody. It's another thing I can do. Get one more set of ads after this and we should be okay. Oh. Honestly, I was thinking it was going to splash it onto us. I just spaced out completely. Because sometimes he'll face the direction, but you'll splash in the other direction completely. Oh, that mage is pretty low in health. Okay, now we have the ads. I would just kill the little suckers. Kill them and that's it. Nice. We did okay. The demon. Oh no, I beat the demon hunter. In the end, I ended up beating the demon hunter by a hair. I honestly felt like I was behind him the whole time, dude. I felt like I was doing bad, but I guess it tells you. I was doing decent. I felt like I was doing bad when I needed to. Leech, you want it? Demon hunter? It has leech. I mean, that's what I use right now. I'll take the leech, if anything. Moccasins. Let me have some of those moccasins, dude. Let me have some of those moccasins, bro. I don't think he wants it. It's a good single target weapon. I remember those videos about WoD never saw the post preview on RMP. Even Asmund had Hate relationship with the expansion, but this is also how Blizzard started their microtransactions. I think Blizzard always had microtransactions, didn't they? Pretty sure they did. Could be wrong. Legion was dope though. Mob was way better than the expansion that came after. Legion, hello? Mob was okay. Mob was visually good looking. Outside of that, Mob was alright. Mob looks pretty. I can agree with you on that. Everything else, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Song name? Current one? I can give you that. Last one? I can't give you that. I only hated Mob because of Warforging and Pandas. Yeah, Warforging was a little bit weird, but then they got into Titan Forging and whatnot. Yeah, they just continued on and on and on. PvP side of Mob was the best. I gotta agree with you on that. PvP side of Mob was fucking prime. It was actually so good. Everything was balanced. I don't know. Windwalkers after 5.2 and Pharaohs and Duels were insane, but everything was as balanced as you could get it. That's for sure. Yeah, classes were the closest you could be. Just about every spec was playable, even certain tanks. Just about everything was playable. Visual expansion introduced template spec design. Templates were awful. I didn't like templates. I understand why they needed it, but it wasn't the right decision. It wasn't the right move. But there was no counters? Yeah. Remember when the boost came out and they pumped those mounts too? I mean, yeah, but they always had like some sort of toys and pets and shit back even in Wrath, didn't they? Those mounts didn't come out of nowhere, and microtransaction stuff, didn't it? You could beat anything. Yeah, you could beat just about anything if you played right. So if you played like a god, you were good to go. I remember that a little. So long ago. I can hear my twin yelling. Can you guys hear him yell? Hold on. He's being loud, but sometimes he's just straight up yelling. Can you hear it? I don't know if the mic will pick it up. I mean, I can hear it through the wall. I usually used to be able to barely hear it in the other place. I can only speak from Mob PvP being better than Legion. Can only speak from Mob PvP being better. Yeah, that's what I can agree on. I can agree Mob PvP, like structured, was a little bit better than Legion. You actually could use the items and whatever, and they tried balancing like raid pieces in PvP. Yeah, true, but I wish my money went towards getting more unique mounts in game than having to spend more money to get unique that mount. To get that unique mount, yeah? I guess so. That makes sense, yeah. Like, why wouldn't they make those cool mounts like something you earn in the game instead of buy? Yeah, I can't disagree with you there. Certain mounts on the store should be something you earn, right? Like the Silverian mount or whatever. You should earn it. You should have a reason to get it there. I could hear the sneezes a few times. Goddamn, this so loud, yeah? I guess the music probably is not that loud. I like Legion PvP better. Really? The template system? I like the templates, but it's not terrible. Like, templates I thought are bad when Blizzard does not change them. So like out the Rogue, they didn't change our templates once. Everything stays as is. Everything stays literally as is. And some talents are literally, you would never find a situation where you would even use it. Never, ever, ever. So, I don't know. Is the Shadowlands Special Edition enchant? Yes, it is. I get the full thing. The full thing with a mount, the transmog, enchant, Hearthstone, the full deal. And I'm waiting for that 120 boost on a Valpera Monk once 8.3 is out. Which I wonder when that's gonna be, man. I think this Tuesday we should know something about 8.3. Because it should be out soon, man. I know that everybody's still doing like Eternal Palace, but I think they need to put out the 8.3 early, let people do Eternal Palace for a bit longer. So let people do Eternal Palace for the cutting edge or whatever they want to do. Let's get a bit closer. I think about buying it too. Yeah, I have a video coming up. I think I put it out tomorrow, showcasing like all the enchants and stuff. Actually, get a better camera angle too. Yeah, I have a video where I just decided to take a look at all the pre-order bonuses and showcase in the video. Show the enchants, show the Mog, the pets, the mounts, the Hearthstone, which looks kind of cool. I love Hearthstones. It's like the fabric of you just gets completely shredded. So it has a cool animation. You won't really end up seeing that animation that often because it usually goes into like loading screen after. So you never really see yourself disappear and reappear, but everybody else will see you do that, so that's cool. That looks insane. I know, right? That actually is one of my favorite Hearthstones all of a sudden. Like, the only one I thought that was going to be kind of cool was Mechagon, but it just like, you like raise your hand or something and you just stand there until you like disappear. I thought it was going to have something cool, but the animation here, like how it's like swirl and you just, you know, goes down, every bits of you, every fiber of your body just like gets put in this train. So cool. Cool mog? I think so too. I actually kind of like it. I don't ever switch mogs that often. Like when I find a mog that I love, I stick with it forever. But I actually like this one a lot. So I've been using that since. You excited for the anniversary stuff? Is that tomorrow? Wait, is that tomorrow? I did not know the anniversary stuff is tomorrow. What the fuck? So Deathwing Mount and all that shit? Dude, we're gonna do that on stream. We're gonna do the raid on stream and get ourselves a Deathwing Mount. Fuck yeah, dude. I had no idea. Wait. Does that mean tomorrow the anniversary starts? Blizzard stuff? Yeah? No? Or am I being debated? What is the 15-year anniversary for WoW? I don't see it on the calendar anymore. Like there was a little event. Like a Blizzard style event. With World of Warcraft stuff on it. It's not even showing up. Am I dumb? Yo, if that's tomorrow, we gotta do it. It's on the calendar, you probably gotta relog and restart, really? It says on my calendar? Okay, I'll probably do have to relog. Let me log out, log in, see if it will be there. Fuck yeah, dude. It's on mine too. I said it at BlizzCon. Oh, I didn't pay attention that much. I'll pay like after I saw. I like they said the mask. What I like about the mask is actually it removes your head completely. So know what, like how normally all the pieces of gear are like you know, there'll be like a mask and it'll look like this shader above your head, so it won't completely cover you. It'll be like a fake shadow. But here it deletes your head, and you're a hoodie to the mask. I'm perfectly okay with it. In about 2 months, which means after that 8.3 probably drops. That goes for about the 8.4 stuff. No, the anniversary stuff. 2 months. No, it can't be 2 months, but maybe. I think I gotta complete the relog or delete my cache or something. I don't see it. Not showing up for me, but that's awesome. I didn't know that. It is on mine? Dude, I'm fucking blind. I can't see it! World Quest bonus event begins. Arena Skirmish bonus event ends. PvP Brawl South Shore vs Terra Mill ends. Like I'm a blind or what? Yeah, for Baron it shows up. Look, yeah, so you guys are not lying. Baron just sent me a screenshot and he has the balloons and everything, dude. For the anniversary stuff. So for him it shows up just fine. For me it doesn't. Do I not get an anniversary? Am I not invited? Is that Blizzard just saying you're not invited to our anniversary? I want my Deathwing mount. I want my Deathwing mount now. 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 Give me now. Give it to me. Give it to me now. Give it to me. I want it. 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 Blizzard. January 7th. Oh, really? When was the last time you closed WoW and updated LMFAO? That could be it. Yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's fucking do it. Fucking, I want to see it. It could be cache or it could be just WoW update. Like, close out Battle.net completely? Yeah, let me close Battle.net completely and reopen it. I think it was the mount. You think? Seawork also got it. Jesus, everybody has it, dude. I'm not invited. Yo, Blizzard, come on. Come on, Blizzard. How am I not invited to the 15th year anniversary? Come on! I'm not invited, guys. I'm not invited. Blizzard's like, nah, we don't want you. Too many. We have too many. We have enough people participating. Yeah, not you. I'm gonna cry. Can we get a public event? How does he expect to get a 9.0 beta? I know, right? Come on, Blizzard! Jesus. Is that mark available to all other types of armors? Yeah, it's a cosmetic, so it works for cloth, leather, plate, in mail. It doesn't make a difference. It's not a specific piece. It works for anything. It's like the heritage armor, right? Heritage armor can be used on over anything. You think we'll get similar appearance theme of Lich King helmet and Frostmourne themed weapon from Forge of Damnation? Yes, I think so. I think there's going to be particular armor types like gloves and shoulder pieces and pants, and you can basically almost collect like a full set of a similar style. Not exactly the same as what Frostmourne helmet is, but a similar style for sure. It'll be like very dark and covered in skulls and stuff like that. I think so. Dropped into the beta? I did. Kren made sure that I opted into the beta. Kren made sure to opt me in, so I better be in. Alright, well I sat here, it didn't update anything, so let's log in and see what happens. Where's my helmet? How long does the anniversary remain? Whoa! It actually looks so much more spookier. Look at that, it's more translucent. You see the weapons? They're actually see-through. That's even spookier, what the hell? Thinking about a roll in DK and Shadowlands because obvious reasons, but I did enjoy the specs in BFA to be honest. Well, specs are not really changing too much. As far as I enter... Oh, there it is! Yay! I'm invited now, guys. I just had to log off and log on. 15th year anniversary begins. Fuck yeah, dude, let's go. Dude, this is the time to quest. I'm gonna level up the Demon Hunter. I'm just gonna do a bunch of dungeons and level them up. Thank you, Seawark. Catching up with you, Dalaran. Cred. Have a good one. Alright, man. Appreciate you. This is posted on Holy DK. Do you think it's good? Yes, they are good. Last time I played DK back in WoD, and it was recently back, and Frost DK could use two-hander. Yeah, so Frost uses two one-handers, but it still is a good spec. It's very different. It's not about, it's no longer about big obliterates. So that's one thing you'll notice. But you set up big obliterates, you get more dot damage, more auto attack damage. Obliterates still do decent. Frost strikes do more. Everything does more. So you're more about rampy. And the playstyle you should be playing with Frost is now breath playstyle. Get the essences to breathe longer. Just breathe. Breathe, man. Just breathe. Azeroth patch? Yeah, I cannot wait. Oh yeah, it does continue for a while, doesn't it? And it continues all the way to the 7th? Wow. Wait, that actually could be January is when the Azeroth patch comes out. No, I think that's when the raid will be. I think they'll do it in December. I think the actual 8.3 will come out in December. But I don't think they'll release the raid until after Christmas. The raid will be like a week after Christmas. So I think the 8.3 will come out like the 3rd or the 10th. Or it's, yeah, like a 10th. It'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4. A month later, the raid. Or maybe 2 weeks. So it'll be like the 7th and 1, 2, 3. Maybe 3 weeks. Or 24th and then 1, 2. So I think 8.3 is going to be releasing early, so people can at least explore parts, and they don't have to skip out Christmas to raid. That's what I think is going to happen. Unpopular opinion, but like how different each spec is. I did to a dwarf, but certain class abilities do need to be crossed. So they're going to keep the specs and how different they are for Shadowlands, but they're going to take certain abilities like poisons, not just assassination. The other specs will get poisons too. Assassin will still be the only one with probably a Garrote and Rupture dot heavy playstyle. Subtlety is still going to be Nightblade. Out is still going to be buffs, but poisons are going to be across all 3 specs of rogues. So you can actually be PvPing and use a wound poison. And instead of having to rely on pistol shot for slow, you'll have crippling poison. They can even make it so pistol shot will always be guaranteed slow because it always applies your poison effect. Or maybe it'll have its own slow. I don't know. We'll see. DK allied race will be available. Yes. So 8.3, you'll be able to make Death Knights as any of the allied races and Pandaren. So Death Knights will have all the other allied races and normal races unlocked. So I'm going to make a video on the introductory, what it looks like when you make a Death Knight as a new race with a Bulwark starting zone. Although for the win, hell yeah, dude. Is that for that level reduction? Oh no, right? It's so good. It's going to be so good. So that's sure the specs aren't changing at all besides the new baseline stuff. So specs are getting base abilities, but they're not changing. Not really. So they're not changing. They're not adjusting. They're not reworking. They keep it as they are. and adding more. They feel like that they're bare bones already, so they're going to add a class-based mechanics. So like auras are coming back, totems are coming back, curses are going to be across all 3 specs of warlocks, not just on the auto talents. Abilities like warlock port are going to be coming back, so that's going to be huge for warlocks. Abilities are going to be coming back that originally made it back to talents, they're going to be coming back as a base ability. So like Gargoyle, base ability for Unholy Death Knights. Stuff like that. So someone at one point was a base ability and then stuck on your talents to prune your abilities, it's coming back. Oh fuck me, I boosted a DK today. Hey. Did they mention weapon flexibility? They did mention too, so maybe Frost Death Knights can go back to a 2-hander. They probably won't have that much difference in terms of the gameplay. They might have a meteor obliterates but less auto attacks, since you know you're swinging with a slower weapon slower, but a heavier weapon. Or maybe the gameplay won't change any. Obliterates will just simply offhand main hand will fuse into one, and same thing Frost Strike, offhand main hand will fuse into one. So the damage output won't be different, but you are swinging a 2-hander, so it won't make a difference. But it could be better for PvP because every swing is bursty compared to every ability, you know, every weapon is not as bursty but swings fast. So that could be better for PvP, but in a very small way. Well, it has been used 2-hander again. I don't know, maybe. They might adjust it so that there might be like maces that with agility or something rather, because it's only axes and maces. Maybe they'll make like 2-hand axes that can have agility too, so if you do decide to play in hands. But I don't think, maybe they might. I don't think so though, I think they moved away from that pretty far. If they gave out the poisons, wouldn't they just make the best spec in any situation? Yes and no. It would make us a little stronger because now we will have wound poison. So we will have wound poison to be able to apply a healing debuff to an enemy. So we're like the rest of the rogues, we come with a healing debuff. Maybe Assassination's healing debuff will be stronger, but having a baseline still means you're putting more pressure. Outlaw, together with the CC you bring, with Gouge, range stun, blind is going to be shorter on cooldown, everything. Yes, that's quite huge. You don't need sustained damage because then you have the healing reduction to put early pressure without needing to do absorbent amount of damage, but also the great CC. Yeah, Outlaw potentially could become one of the much better and more sought after specs, but the buff mechanic is still, I think, is still going to keep holding it back. Lack of Vendetta, lack of powerful, dedicated sustain that Assassination brings is probably going to keep holding it back as well. Because Outlaw Burst comes to roll a decent buff. Once you have it, that's it, stun, do damage. And you can one-shot. And with the wound is definitely going to make Outlaw a much more preferable option for a CC heavy comp, but also any comp that uses like the buff mechanic from Thick as Thieves, right? Thick as Thieves, which will buff your ally and you by 10%. Like that could be huge in a melee cleave. So melee cleave is most likely. I swear if they bring 2-hand Frost on set, like even if they don't, I would be happy with 2-hand Frost just because I want a 2-hander. I always wanted for Frost to have a massive weapon. I don't want 1-handers, or at least I want options. You know what I mean? Like conversely, I would be happy if Unholy could use 1-handers. Imagine being Unholy and you go frenzy and just start butchering your enemy with 2 butcher's blades, whether you pet gnaws or their bones. I think that'd be dope. Maybe utility poisons? No, they have like what? They have instant poison, deadly poison, crippling poison, mind weakness poison. So we'll see what they end up adding. But if they add like wound poison, deadly, instant, stuff like that, there's a good chance that Outlaw will end up running instant poison because it's just better. Deadly is probably going to have a dot, which is nice in PvP, but you probably won't use it because it might not be the best for PvE. In PvP, having wound poison and crippling would be insane. Or having blood DPS back. I don't know if blood DPS is going to come back, but maybe. I know that a bunch of abilities like Death Coil is going to come back to Death Knights. Like every Death Knight is going to have Death and Decay. Every Death Knight is going to have Death Coil. And I think every Death Knight is going to have some Frost ability. I forget what it is. But yeah. If you buy the Epic Edition, can I boost straight away? Yes, you can. So there's 3 editions to World of Warcraft. There's the base edition that comes with a pre-order. And since you pre-ordered, 8.3, you'll be able to play a Death Knight that's an allied race early. If you choose to. Because Death Knights will be able to play as every race. Pandaren included and the allied race included. If you get the Heroic Edition, which is $60, you get the base game, you get a mount, which is this thing. The mount also starts a quest line for you to get the transmog. You'll be able to pop out this dude by clicking this thing in the back. And you'll spawn him, he'll give you a quest to get the transmog. Everybody can get it, by the way. Then What else? You also get a 120 boost. And something else, I forget. Something else too. I forget what it is. But that's 60. So 60 comes with a mount and a 120 boost. And I guess a transmog if you end up grinding for it. It's a grind though. It is a quest line. You do have to earn it. But you can share it with your friends. So I guess that's how to justify it. And if you do the $80, you get the Hearthstone enchant, 30 days game time, and a pet. So if you like really want to splurge, you can. I end up splurging just because I play this game all the fucking time. So for me, it doesn't make a difference. But yeah, if you buy the $60 version, which is heroic or above, you get the 120 boost right now. Or you can just go buy a 120 boost. They're available if you just buy the 120 boost right now. But I think you should still at least buy the $60 thing so you can get the boost. So basically you're paying for the boost and you'll get the expansion and all the other goodies. That's probably the best bang for the buck right now. You gotta bounce around the fact that Outlaw will be ridiculous because of the boss right now. You're already one shot and you'll be ridiculous this too much. Maybe, we'll see him. I don't know, Outlaw doesn't really one shot. You can do a lot of damage with the right setup. Although I want to solo queue, maybe they'll add it. They haven't chiseled out, they haven't defined yet what they want to do for the PvP systems. Hell, they might add dueling, kind of how we do 5-5-1-1 duels, but you'll be able to queue in for duels system in the future expansion. They might add that, not saying they won't. You never know. It's just some gold farming guide, which is viable right now. Or gold farming, I don't know how to farm gold. I just get whatever BOAs I can from the raid and sell those immediately. Whenever I can. I don't have a gold farming guide, my man. That's all I've been doing is whenever I get BOAs with previous guilds, I was able to keep those BOAs and sell them in the auction house. And since we did mythics, they would sell for a lot. Sell early and then just hope for the best. Yeah, next raid too, I'm gonna be broke. But now that we killed Ajara, I guess I'm less broke now. I have no idea. I think doing if you just want raw gold, I'd say doing old raids and getting all the loot and selling it raw gold. You'll get a decent amount for it. But I stream on YouTube. I used to stream on Twitch, but then I tried YouTube and liked it better. Gonna pre-order when I get paid this Thursday. Which one do I get? I think AJ, if you want a new character, I think it's just if you just don't have that much cash but you still want to get it, I say 40 bucks is the minimum you should spend. Because you can always upgrade. Because if you spend expansion 40 bucks, because a boost costs $60. So basically think of yourself as you're buying yourself a 120 character boost. That comes with a free expansion, an amount, transmog, and whatever else. So you can think of it like that. The least you should do is, at least, if you're not sure, spend 40 bucks. And then later you can upgrade. For $20 more, you get all the mount and all that, and boost and all that stuff. So think of it, $40 expansion, $20 boost if you buy the expansion. But you can upgrade, so you'll be alright. Trust. I think if you go to the store right now, actually, and it has that game upgrade, yeah, I can't see it right now, but if I go to the EU side, do you know they added this fucking pet, and now you could whistle to this pet and whistle on his shoulder like that one pet you earned? Ridiculous. You know, the one pet that I actually don't mind are the kind of pets, like on the store, that have like a charity involved. I think most of these pets actually had charity. Argy, I think, had a charity. This guy had a charity. I think this had a charity. This guy had a charity. This guy had a charity. I think this guy also had a charity. Most of these pets had a charity included with them. I think it's not that bad. Volpine Familiar. This one ends up actually being one of the Fae mounts, or one of the Fae transformations. Crazy, right? And toys. Honestly, I gotta say, Chesmorph Beacon was probably the best one. Not gonna lie. Bundles. I never ended up getting Legion Deluxe. That is a cool mount, though. And you get Diablo wings, Illidan wings in Diablo. Can I use the boost on the current character? I think as long as like under level 120, but I think if you have like, let's say, a 119 character and you boost them, then yeah, it'll let you boost it. Although the game should be like, are you sure my guy, you got like 20 quests and you'll be 120. Please reconsider this. And she'd give you like a bunch of like, are you sure? Are you really sure? You click yes. Are you really, really sure? My dude, like really try to convince you? Doing it? Oh my god. Do it, dude. Get it. Mount, Mog, Pet, Hearthstone, 120 boost, worth it if you start out with level 390 gear and your mech is automatically level 50. Which that was really cool. Yeah, that's nice. I'm just gonna wait for Volpera though. Because I don't want to level. Because I know I'll be leveling a lot once Shadowlands comes out. I think in Shadowlands, if I can, I would love to get all these characters up and running, like all the alts up and running whenever I can, much earlier, so I can play them and try them out. I guess we'll see how the classes look like. Russian, what's up, man? Wait, what do you get with a 120 boost? What do you get with a 120 boost? You get a you get level 50 neck to start. You get 390 gear. Some really base Azeroth gear too. Yeah, base Azeroth gear. Like really crappy ones, like, you know, just one row outside. So it's a slightly better gear than Bentha gear, but yeah. I would wait until you unlock allied races if you don't care about like leveling the allied race and getting the heritage armor. Because Volpera heritage armor, don't get me wrong, some of these heritage armors look dope. Volpera 1, I don't care. It's like I get the theme behind it. It's like rags, you know, you're like a scoundrel living out in the desert, but not into it. I'd be playing a fox person, that'll be enough for me. So there'll be a Mecha Gnome DKs? Yes, there will be Mecha Gnome DKs. Which is kind of weird. I wonder if Lich King brings people to life once they die, or is it gonna be like, hey, I want to become a Death Knight and it transforms you? I wonder how that's gonna work, the intro. We'll see. Alrighty, boys, it is 7:09. It is that time, with the music actually sounding like one of those uncopyrighted ending or intro songs, but I'm gonna call it here. We got Tuesday tomorrow with some loot. So we gotta watch and see what we get out of a Mythic Plus chest. That's gonna be fun. Maybe even buy Azeroth gear. That'll be fun. PvP chest as well this week. That'll be fun. So yeah, that's gonna be really exciting. And tomorrow we'll also, I think we'll do the quest to get the Deathwing mount. Hopefully it won't be too long. Yeah, I mean, Void and Light is nasty in titles. Yeah, into these, I think it'll be alright. Yeah. So if you prefer Shadowlands now, you can only get a free 120 boost. There's 3 versions of Shadowlands. There's a $40 version, $60 version, $80 version. If you're European, there's a €40 version, €54 version, or €55, and then €75, $75.99, $74.99 or whatever it is. But yeah, if you pre-order the base version, which is $40 or €40, you get Shadowlands, and with the pre-order, you'll be able to play Death Knights as allied races with 8.3. $60, or the next version, will get you 120, and the next one also includes 120. So it'll be like it'll basically be like the $60 has like the base version plus a mount, 60 boost, and a couple other things. Then the newest one will have what the previous one had, plus like a mount, Hearthstone, enchant, 30-day game time, shit like that. Makes sense to abandon their servants, wells, and light forts. I guess so. I can see it. But it was a great night. Alright, for the Horde. Alright, boys. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all of you, boys. Alright, you guys have yourselves a good one, honestly. Tomorrow should be a really good fucking day, man. I'm actually surprised by... I completely forgot that 15th anniversary should be coming soon. And I didn't think it would be that soon. But thank you, guys. I appreciate all of you. Yeah. And I'll see all of you guys next stream. Peace.
Wouldn't make it. They all think that you're faking, but seeing ain't believing. I know now. I take all your stupid, burn it as my fuel, yeah. 'Cause we're running out of time, so I'm gonna make it mine.
The chosen one, I'm not the one to underestimate. I want the throne, I on the crush obstruction, rush through barricades, levitate, got it tatted on me, told them follow me, they see the vision, now it's 2020, clear as Tahoe Lexus, clear as day, no longer move around in fear, disarray, pray you hear me, let the winter wind against your window pane, feel the bass, baby soak it in and let it marinate, it's time to hustle, gotta muscle up and run through barricades, yeah. one, I'm not the one to underestimate. I want the throne, I loan the crush, obstruction, rush through barricades, levitate, got it tatted on me, told them follow me, they see the vision, now it's 2020, clear as towel laces, clear as day, no longer move around in fear, disarray, pray you hear me like the winter wind against your window pane, feel the bass, baby soak it in and let it marinate, it's time to hustle, gotta muscle up and run through